everyone. Long back when I was only a child attending a family function, someone asked me a question. The question was simple. In which school was I studying and which class? But I almost floundered at that moment. Not because that I didn't know the answer, but because I didn't know how to start speaking. I literally know everything that happens around me, but sometimes something unknown had always made me uneasy. I was born into a government hospital in Kottayam to my mother's hometown. But soon we shifted back to Tamil Nadu, another state where my father worked. My life was just as ordinary as any girl born in a middle class family. My mother was strict during my nursery days and my father a superman I adore so much. I was very selfish during my childhood days that I wouldn't let anyone to touch anything that belonged to me. Whenever a child, probably of my age or younger than me, visited my house, I was very anxious whether he or she might grab anything that belonged to me. This was me in my childhood days since I was only a child to my parents. My father had pampered me so much that he bought me anything that I wished for. Another reason was that my mother taught in the same school where I studied, hence I was a pet for everyone. And I should say that those were the best and beautiful days of my life. Later, when I was studying my grade 1, my mother got a job in a bank in Palakkad, a district in her native state Kerala. Shifting back to Palakkad was totally a different experience. I was completely a new student for everyone else in my school. I was no longer a teacher's daughter or anyone else's pet. I lost all my privileges that I enjoyed in my previous school. For a couple of months, I really struggled to get along with the people and the place, and there were instances where I went down to my benches at school and cried. The problem was acceptance. I think this is a huge problem since everyone needs somebody to accept you the way you are. Life will be totally a mystery for someone without anyone to talk to and listen to. Sometimes I feel lonely at my school and at my home where you need somebody to talk to and listen to. Maybe that might be the reasons that transformed a very active, selfish and a naughty girl to a very silent girl. Months passed and I got a couple of friends and one in particular became my best friend. But I found myself dependent on a few people like my best friend and my parents. I felt uncomfortable outside the sphere of these three people. This sort of confining to a network of few people creates problems like what I had mentioned in the beginning of my talk. Even with the people whom I knew very well, like my relatives, I felt hesitant to talk. The pandemic had even made my world much more smaller. But everything changed when I passed my grade 10 and joined a new school. I was interviewed by a group of teachers during the selection process. That was the time I really felt the need to change. I wanted to impress the teachers and I wanted to show them the real me. I behaved as if I was very confident. Those were the moments where I realized that until you slip out of your slumber, you can't change. Those were the moments where I realized the greatest lessons of my life, that is to change your weaknesses into a unique selling point. My weaknesses were the lack of confidence and the nervousness of facing a situation. So I behaved as if I'm the most confident person in the room and nothing could shake me. Gradually, I attained these qualities and that's why I believe I could stand before you like this and deliver my TED talk. Now, I'm confident enough to talk to anyone before me and can answer them even though I don't know the right answers. As I talked about acceptance, I believe that it shall also come naturally as you show the real you, that you could hear the people talking about you and that's it's you know that you are accepted. Thank you.